It was supposed to be a romantic picnic in the gardens, surrounded by sweet-smelling flowers and the sound of water coming from the fountain. Instead, "Thank you for joining us, Tobio." He was having dinner with his family and Tobio was invited. Pissed off Tobio. And Tobio apparently wasn't in a good mood. Tsukishima didn't know what he did wrong considering they were doing pretty good, but Tsukishima assumed it was because of the change of plans. He would be mad too. "Is there a reason for me being here? If so, I'd rather get to the point than beat around the bush." Tobio, that's the king, I know. I see you still having problems with respect. No matter. I don't expect much from a slave. Father. It's fine, I am a slave after all. Toby. Glad we're in an agreement. I was able to buy you with only one purpose. To have sex with your son until marriage. That's not exactly. But apparently it has been brought to my attention about your sword skills, which I admit is very unique considering you are a slave. What about my skills? As entertainment at the ball, there will be games, per request of the Ushijima family, who will be bringing their best fighter with them. Fighter? You mean war games? Isn't the party supposed to focus on me? It will. They will be showcasing how strong their kingdom are, which is a good choice to consider when choosing a partner. And what does this have to do with me? You will be joining the games. I hate to admit that your offense is excellent, but your defense is average. Average? No, he is supposed to be my guest. I was supposed to dance. I hope you were not gathering feelings for this thing. He is a slave, a sex slave to be more specific than a concubine. It's horrible enough you treat him as a mistress. That's because I treat him with respect. To lay in bed with me? To have sex? No. I'll do my job tonight and I'll start training in the morning, Your Majesty. Feeling ignored. Good. Now, let's enjoy dinner. They ate dinner quietly, Tsukishima trying to gain Tobio's attention throughout dinner, but it seems Tobio was back to being closed off. How was Tsukishima supposed to woo him now? After dinner, Tobio spent his time with Kyoko and Yachi in a bath, avoiding Tsukishima. It was a bit weird to bathe with two other women, his shyness about looking at a woman's naked body very evident, but they welcomed him in with open arms. But Tobio had more concerning thoughts, mostly about Tsukishima. The thoughts about bathing with women was soon gone. What is troubling you, Tobio? I'm getting caught up about Tsukishima. That sounds like good news to me. It's not. How come? Tobio thinking back about all his moments with Tsukishima. Our talks, the horse ride, even when we fight, it was romantic. And I can't trust that. He's going to be married soon and I won't have any use to him anymore. I can't provide children. I'm just someone he can use for sex. Sounds like me you want him to love you. Do you have feelings for him? No. I refuse to. Why not? Blushing. I don't like being vulnerable. Letting someone in is risky. I'd rather be alone. But that's what it means to love someone. Love? What do you know about love? Both Kyoko and Yachi blush, Tobio looking between the two of them. Tobio realizing they were together. You two? Since when? And what about Kei? For a year now. Yachi was his first concubine, but I came in months later. We don't like Tsukishima like that, so the bare minimum was to just kiss him and sleep with him. Yeah, he was never perverted about it. Just enough to keep us here so the king won't kick us out. But Kyoko and I fell in love with each other and Kei respected that. He's a real gentleman. Tobio thinks Tsukishima is sweet. It's okay to be vulnerable. Especially to him. I don't want to be hurt. What makes you think he'll hurt you? Tobio thought quietly to himself, still hearing that girl's voice. Go. A girl? A girl? Was she your lover? No. But I believe she meant a great deal to me. I can't remember who she was. Do you know what happened to her? She's gone. And my head hurts. I just don't want love. And the way Kei is treating me is dangerous. Tobio got out of the bath to dry off. Kyoko and Yachi looked at him sadly. Tobio. Do you like Kei? Yes, but I hope it goes away. Tobio put on his warm robe and shoes and walked out and headed to Tsukishima's room. On the way, he stopped in front of window, looking out onto the town. He frowned. It's so beautiful, isn't it? How? It's ours, Tobio. For generations, our family was raised to protect family. That means our kingdom too. I say we did a very good job. Of course you did. Everyone is eager to see you crowned queen. But they might be just happy to see you become our army's general. Why? You're so invested. You put your energy and soul into what you do. And I just think they are happy an outsider won't be in control of our army too. Tobio thinking. Do you trust your husband? With all my heart. Even to take place as king? I do. He has a good heart, Tobio. Then I'll trust him too. Good. When he get here, our kingdom will strive. But I still expect you to protect this place, okay? Okay. I let you down, didn't I? Tobio? Tobio looked behind him at Tsukishima looking back him. Sorry, just a passing thought. I can't remember it anymore. I'll be on my way in. I don't want sex. That's my purpose for being here. To please you. Sharing a bed is pleasing enough. Stop. Confused. Stop what? Being so nice. It's not like you. That's not how you're supposed to be to a slave. You're not a slave. Fine. Concubine. Same purpose. Surely you think of yourself more than that. Does it matter what I think? You can be selfish sometimes, you know. Selfish? Tobio not believing him. No thank you. You don't want to use me just a little? I am a prince. I can give you anything you want if you just ask. What I want is something you might not be able to give me. You can always try. And who knows? Tsukishima walks up behind him, softly touching his hips. Tobio flinched, but didn't fight him. He looked away with a slight blush. Maybe what you want is what I want too. I'm just waiting for you to ask for it. Isn't royalty supposed to demand what they want? Why don't you take it? Tsukishima chuckled, then moved closer, his breath touching Tobio's ear. I have been fought and warned not to buy you. That never stopped you before. Tobio turned around and Tsukishima's hold, finally looking at him. Tobio looked scared, just for a moment, then looked away. Tsukishima didn't know what to make of this. It was almost like Tobio wanted to fall for him, but was fighting himself at the same time. Tobio. Save it. Get off. Tobio pushed Tsukishima away and tried to walk away, but Tsukishima was mad. Every time he thinks he have a chance, or getting close, Tobio shuts him out. Why? What? Why do you push me away when I'm being nice? When I'm trying to show you a good time? Because that's not meant for me. That's meant for your queen, whoever you marry. The most important person in your life. You're the most important person in my life, and right now, the most important person to exist to me. Right now. Tobio remembering something. Anyone who treats you like the best person to ever exist in their life, don't ever leave. Okay. Exist? Yes. You're lying. If I wanted to run away, I would join you without hesitation. If I wanted to be your mistress, I have it done right now. You're not leaving me or avoiding me anymore. Tobio finding that kinda hot. I hope this isn't how you woo people. Only with you, Tobio. So damn hard-headed. I'm not supposed to be easy to get, you know. I know, but you really do make it hard for me. Now come with me. I need to rest my head. You're giving me a headache. Should've gave up. Tsukishima rolled his eyes as he tugged the boy to his room. Do you want me to undress? No. Just get in the bed. No good night kiss? You're really giving me mixed signals. How? Don't be dumb. First you get mad if I'm nice, but then you let me touch you and you tell me to take what I want. But when I was going to, you push me away and I have to fucking tell you that you are important to me and now you are all soft and asking for a kiss. Tobio realizing he does sound complicated, but felt too petty to give in. You just can't handle me. Shut up and sleep. Tobio enjoyed Tsukishima's pain. So confusing. Tsukishima heard Tobio chuckled as he got in the bed with him. Can I hold you? You're still asking me questions when I'm apparently confusing? You are? And fine. Tsukishima pulled Tobio to his chest, hearing him squeak and fight a bit before giving up and resting against Tsuki with a blush. Tobio actually liking this. I can't believe you want to do this with me. I asked. You didn't answer, so I decided for myself. So sleep. How can I sleep with you being so cuddly? I'll suffocate you then. Mean. You don't even like it when I'm nice. I'm not listening to you anymore. Good night. Good night. Kageyama smiled a little against Tsukishima's chest. He didn't know himself about what he wanted. All he knew was that he did like Tsukishima, but he wasn't sure if he was ready to accept it. But for now, he'll let Tsukishima decide for them. Oyakawa and Iwaizumi rode non-stop to the Saemura Kingdom, but it was late at night when they arrived, so they stayed at an inn, mostly for a long time. After Oyakawa washed, he waited for Iwaizumi to come out so they could sleep. Well, that was what Iwaizumi wanted. When he came out, Oyakawa was in his bed with only his underwear. Iwa-chan. Iwaizumi finding his prince attractive. This still is inappropriate. Maybe, but that doesn't mean I want you any less. Oyakawa pulled Iwaizumi onto the bed, Iwaizumi not hesitating to plant his lips on Oyakawa, joining him on the bed to fully enjoy their night alone. It might be wrong, but sometimes, it's best to just take what you want.